It's a good morning, and let me tell you what happened during our live. And those people who joined our Google meeting, they can tell you what happened on that day. And you could see exactly what we have been talking about in terms of how do you prepare yourself as a candidate if you're looking for a job on a cruise ship. In any case, you did not attend, then you'll have every detail in a brief. This one happened yesterday, and we had the recruiter with us, and what he did was to ensure that you prepare yourself, and he mentioned some of the key things. How are we preparing ourselves? How are we conducting ourselves? It's more of a personality than even the job. Let me give you the details, and we start from here. If you're looking for a job on cruise ship, and maybe you want to go to US and you have been denied visa, so some companies may advise you to go to Europe. As I said before, even these things I mentioned in my earlier videos, that there are cruise ships like Viking. They have cruise ships or ships which are doing river cruising. So perhaps if the recruiter can be the best or can advise you in terms of if they have any position in river cruising, you can go to river cruising in Europe, and of course look for a different visa. But for the US visa, it's mandatory if you are working on ship and you are going to work within the US waters or US territory. So you need the visa. Working in the plane, or C1D visa, working on the plane or working on the ship. So that's number one. But another advantage, this one was a nugget, and I took it very, very important, because if you're looking for these jobs and you want to navigate to be all around, especially with the MSc, then you need to learn some language. And most of these languages are Germany, Italian, or Swiss Germany. That's what he mentioned. Even Spanish is the best if you want to do that. Spanish. I won't advocate for Portuguese, because Portuguese is only in Brazil, and maybe some few friends around it, some few national friends around it, neighbors. But Spanish, Italian, and Germany are the number one. You can try French, but it's not that very marketable. But French also can be part of that if you want to learn the language now. There is issues about visa issue, and it has been noticed that most people who are on the ship, they are giving this LOE to candidates back home, and this is very dangerous, and it's also risking. If you are going to use a fake LOE, and the company or the embassy finds out that you have faked this LOE because you copied, somebody sent you a soft copy, and then you made your own LOE, and then you use it to go for a visa. Because there are some cases which I'm finding very weird. Someone tells you he has already visa, he has already the visa, someone has already the visa, has all the everything, but doesn't have the job. How did you get it anyway? It's amusing, and it's so funny anyway. But if you use fake documents, you're of course risking yourself. This one, you know. Of course, don't risk yourself. Don't use fake documents. It's going to be a risky game, and it can affect your job, affect your life, and then you'll maybe be bad to apply for any visa to go anywhere. So your name will be blacklisted. So be very careful if you're using any fake CVs, fake documents, fake recommendation letters. This is what we don't advocate at all. With ARNEST Digits, we don't advocate this one at all. Just use, if you can get recommendation letters, get it from an institution whom you know it's legit. And I've told you, if you think you don't have enough skills, we have colleges, we have institutions which can offer you some training. And these institutions, we are going to have them in our next video, where you can offer this training. Some of them, they are online, some of them you can go, you can even volunteer, or you can do an internship, which is 1 year. And recruiters are here to assist you. They are very ready to assist you to ensure that you go for the right position and you go for the right skill that you're looking for in life. A recruiting agent can get almost 8,000 applications in a day. That's why I said, if you see websites for every cruise ship or any recruitment agency, you'll find that they have posted there all the departments they're looking for candidates, of course, right? But how do you understand that this job is being advertised and it's the one which is actively being recruited? So sometimes you cannot even notice that on the website. That's why you need to visit their offices if you are close to them, or you need to write them an email if you can find an email on their website. Okay, so if you can find them on their website and write to them an email and asking, can I apply for this job because maybe it's open? And that's why we started such a platform, because I'm telling you, thousands and thousands of you have applied. Maybe you have applied and you don't get reply because maybe that job is not open. I said and I told you, one of the things that make even some of you wait for a longer time is because the positions that you're looking for are not active. Most of the recruiting agencies, they get instructions from the recruiter and they will ask for 15 candidates for Galley utility. They'll ask for 10 people for maybe chefs, maybe they ask for 2 security men and that. And they have priorities. Like you'll find that in India, they look for security men from India. They will give these priorities. Of course, they will not give, if they need Indians, they will not give a recruiter from Kenya. Of course, they'll give that mandate to a recruiter in India. So you'll find that we miss out some of these opportunities because of the regional recruiting and demands from the recruiter. It's not willing of the recruiter or the agency to pick some and leave some jobs out. I think you heard very well this one. Do not just apply blindly, but look for these positions which are actively looking. I'll give you those tactics later. So you'll find that the jobs that are being on demand, and if you are a student and you're watching this, or if you're still young and you want to look for to go for these positions, go for marine jobs, sailors, third officer, they call them these marine jobs. I don't know how. Sailors, we have they call them what? I'll mention this one in the comments below, so in the description below, so you can see the sailor marine jobs. They are very demanding and they pay very well. So this one you have to go to school. Of course, you have to go to class, go to marine or marine class, Bandari if you're in Kenya, or find a marine school which is there. Study, go and study, because it's a good one, and then it will help you to get a job on a cruise ship. It can take 2 years or 3 years, and then get all these certificates, and then go to get a job. Beauty therapist, massage, those people, gym instructors, those people who do the facials, those people who do hair and everything, they have a certain company that they recruit through them. So perhaps you might not find these open positions on our agencies in Kenya, but if they give them an opportunity, they will advertise and then you'll go. Lifeguards, there are not very many. Some positions are not recruited actively as much as possible, so you'll find they're limited. IT positions, people who are working in the offices, they don't need a lot of IT people on the ship. No, only few individuals. So you'll find that those kinds of jobs, they have very few open positions. So if you are asking for a certain kind of job, that's why we ask people, what are you doing? Someone said is civil engineer. So you find a civil engineer, it's very difficult to place you on the ship, because the engineers who are there on the ship, they are mechanical engineering. I think those who have done electrical engineering, marine, I don't know how they call it, different kinds of engines. Those ones, petrol engines, or they call diesel engines, they know how to work on them. Those ones, they can get jobs. But if you're a civil engineer, it's difficult. How are we going to do that? Because there are no roads on the ship. So how do you do that? So lifeguards recruitment, there is a lot of process that goes on, and this was mentioned. They say lifeguard techniques, you have to know how to swimming, carrying a weight, you have to know how to save life, how to use all these survival techniques, and lifeguards, that's what they do. And you will go through vigorous tests, sending videos, doing videos, and even live practical saving a life. So if you have done that, and even people who are doing fire, those who are dealing with fire extinguishers, those firefighters. So you'll probably find that you'll go through vigorous tests. And recruitment of seafarers or sailors, it takes a long time. It takes a process. So if you apply today, don't expect results now. No, take your time. We say this, don't resign. Always take this process step at a time. Why? Because if the process is accumulation, the whole accumulation of cost is going to almost 120,000 Kenya shillings. You cannot have all this money in a single day. You need also to schedule for visa interviews. You need also to schedule your visas for your job. So it takes a long time, 2 to 3 months. Some even have waited for a year. So as you continue waiting for that job, continue preparing yourself. And that's ARNEST Digits Cruises is here to prepare you for your job and to prepare for your life or on board. So do not take your things quick as possible. This is a quick, not quick scam. And I told you, one of the things that you'll notice that this is a scam is they will take you quickly. So if you are in this industry, take your time. Take your time. Understand the job that you're going to do. Make sure you Google. Make sure you research enough, because this is an industry which is going on quickly. We have many ships which are coming up. A lot of jobs. Even one of the I'll mention in another video. Some of the cruise ships which are coming up in Dubai. Those people who are in Qatar, in the Gulf. So perhaps very soon you'll have cruise ships in the Gulf. So take your time. We are growing slowly. We are going up. Be in a community which speaks about this, which will carry your dream to a next level. We assist in several things. Career coach, advising you on what you're supposed to do according to your skills. If you have never gone to school or a culinary school or a professional school, we shall see according to your skills which position can be the best. And this thing we are doing even on phone calls, we are doing it live, we are doing it in our meetings, and some of them we meet you and discuss with you personally what are some of the things that you need to do to prepare yourself to your next level of a career. So this is a career assistance program that will help you and make sure that you get the best career at sea. And even other departments, not necessarily at sea. We have these jobs that are happening at sea, and then we have people, we have groups of people who will love to work on the mainland or on land, and this is open to us at the same time. So if you are here and you're looking for a career coach, you're looking for a guidance, you're looking for where do you want to go? Like after this, what else do you want to do in this industry? Then we are here to do that in our career coach initiative. Just DM me on social media, or if you're within our WhatsApp groups, we still have group G, which is still growing, and if you want to be part of it, make sure you click on the link below. I just want to give you a picture of what happens in the office of a recruiter. So it's a lot of processes and emails and talk shows and recruitment going on at the same time. So if you're a candidate, take your time. Do not hurry these things. If you don't get, that's why I said as a candidate, of course, you need to apply company 1, company 2, company 3, company 4. Do not apply in one company 5 positions. Are you a magic? Of course, it takes years to grow even in only one position. It takes years for you to grow, to be an expert. But how come you are an accountant, you are a storekeeper, you are a waiter, you are a utility, you are a cleaner, and at the same time you are a manager of the restaurant? It's impossible. You cannot have all these CVs. It's impossible. You must have grown in one of the skills for a period of 2 years and above. And perhaps unless you have been growing to different how can we say, to different positions, they have been elevating you, and this takes almost 10 years for you to be an expert. So if you are that, if you are looking to that, make sure you check it. Recruiters always reply emails. They have to reply emails you have sent. They have to reply emails to the recruiters abroad. This is a continuous process. It's like a 24/7 process. Reply applicants, advise candidates on what's supposed to be done, what they need, leave alone paperwork. 800 applications or to 300 applications in a day. So you find that it's a tedious work, so we need to give them also time. The last thing is attitude. People have very bad attitude, and this is actually what cruise ships always look into as a person. Your behavior is very important. Your behavior, because here we're looking at safety. At sea, safety comes out number one. If you're going for an interview and your work at the interview or in the premises, you are going to the office and you are shouting, you are breaking things, you are dismantling, you want to be served fast, you want to be done like you want to be special, perhaps that's what you have, then we are sorry. Because with the cruise ship, they look at security, they look at safety first. So if you are someone who has an attitude or someone who does things with a lot of ego, you don't greet people, you have, it's not good. Behave, have a good attitude, have a good behavior. Character matters. Character sometimes can elevate you to places where you have never been to go. You have never been there. Remember, you'll travel, you'll meet new people, you'll meet different kinds of people in your career. So if you don't know how to conduct yourself in public, then this is going to be a no-go zone for you. So which means you'll be denied so many things. And this is also what is affecting most people when they go for the visa interview. Maybe someone has just asked you a simple question, but you give just only one answer, and your facial expressions and how you express yourself is so annoying. It's so, the expression that comes out of you. Someone denies you a visa for only how you're expressing yourself. One answer questions that's not an answer. Okay? Try to explain a little bit. Even during your interviews, you'll have a chance. So if you're here and you need more assistance, make sure you comment in the video, on this video, or DM me, or just hover on our website and write something there. Your name, of course, and what you need and what service are you looking for. My name is Annette. See you in our next video.